This is your News 4 update, powered by the Bomarito Automotive Group.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this News 4 update. I'm Claire Kellett. Mourners are paying their respects today at a public memorial for Demetrius Johnson. The former NFL player and charity founder died on Christmas Eve from a heart ailment. A procession began at noon from the Demetrius Johnson Foundation Center to Chaifetz Arena. The memorial is from 1 to 3 Monday afternoon. Overnight, the major K squad was activated after a deadly shooting in the Metro East. Police telling us an 18-year-old was shot and killed inside a car yesterday afternoon on Princeton Avenue in Collinsville. The victim later died at the hospital. The major K squad says investigators are making significant progress in their investigation as they try to identify a suspect. A new Illinois law that did not go into effect as scheduled was the Safety Act. The Illinois Supreme Court officially put it on hold Saturday. The law would eliminate cash bail in Illinois. Last week, an Illinois judge ruled parts of the law unconstitutional. The state then appealed that decision. The court says the law will remain on hold until it decides the issue. For a check of the forecast now, we send things to meteorologist Leah Hill.
It's a first alert weather day, and we're tracking the potential for strong and even severe storms, especially for our counties that are positioned south of St. Louis. And what we're watching for is storms to develop overnight tonight, starting around 6 o'clock and through 3 a.m. There will be multiple rounds of storms that we will be focusing on. And additionally, once that passes through, we're looking at cooler weather on the way. Temperatures near 62 ahead of those storms that will enter the area this evening. So once we get the heat of the day and we get some building instability, that's when the risk does start to increase. And notice there's a bit of a bullseye in southern Missouri for seeing those stronger storms, where they are at a threat level 3 risk out of 5. Meanwhile, here, the metro included in that threat level 1 risk out of 5. It includes our counties and to the south, and then we are clipped by that threat level 2 risk. So what this means is that there is potential for some stronger storms in the St. Louis metro, but then down to the south, slightly better opportunities for those stronger storms. They'll begin to develop again right around 6 p.m. Our county south sees some of that rain, and this is just the first one impacting us. Here will be clear for that evening commute. But then as we get later into the evening, closer to 9 or 10 p.m., the rain and the storm potential becomes widespread. It's going to be noisy out there, even if you don't have one of those stronger storms overhead. We'll have some rainfall right along with it. Round 2 is developing by this point closer to 10 p.m. And with all of these rounds, we're primarily looking at a wind threat as we get these Boeing line segments. Also can't rule out some hail either. They'll continue to press off to the east as the evening wears on. Notice the timing now. This is midnight, and we still have those widespread storms. So it's going to be a long period that you'll have to pay attention as these pass through. Closer to 3 a.m., they're now pushing off to the east, and then by the time you head out early tomorrow morning, the risk for any strong or severe storms will be lower, if not zero. 60-mile-per-hour winds, that's going to be one of the main risks, especially for those counties to the south. Quarter-size hail can't be ruled off, and if any of these storms begin to spin, then we can't rule out an isolated tornado as well. But again, we're looking at counties to the south primarily for seeing these risks. But all of us have to be on guard, and that's why, of course, we have today as a first alert weather day. Tomorrow is windy and very breezy behind all of these storms, and then the cold front bringing us some cooler weather, more seasonable for this time of year. That enters our forecast for the second half of the work week. We do have a slight uptick in temperatures over the weekend.